So why is your why so important? Well, put it this way. If you were going into a law system, into a court, and you were putting forward a case to the judge, do you think you would have a greater chance of winning? And if you had a lawyer, do you think that lawyer would have a better chance of actually making the jury see your case if there is a massive why? You see, when there is a reason behind everything, human beings actually understand it better. Now imagine your own subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is playing on what we call just the autopilot circuit, going around and around doing the things that it has naturally, easily and effortlessly learned to do. So there's no restructure, there's no having to relearn, it's just going around and around. So when you suddenly say, I want to actually lose weight, or I want to be fit, or I want to be more energetic, or I want to be successful because, and you actually outlay those reasons, that stands to reason then to the subconscious that it will understand the virtue. You see, your subconscious mind is like a child. It has absolutely no kind of thoughts about right or wrong. It has no perception about what is actually going to be in the long term the best way forward compared to the short term. We have that kind of very short attention span when we are little, and of course we don't think outside the box. So the why is really important to be able to get to the bottom of why you want what you want. So for example, I could say, I want to be a billionaire. Well, then you'd probably go, well, whoopee-doo, Terry, so do I. However, if I said, I want to be a billionaire because I've got a child that is now being ransomed and I have to raise that money, the chances are it is going to rise, okay? The chances of me being able to reach that goal is going to rise. So are you ready to find your one reason why you are here, the one reason why you want what you want? Well, I'm going to take you through that right now. So I'm just going to show you through an exercise. So here on the board, we have undesire, and on the other side we have desire. And I'm just going to pop a line down the middle there. Okay, so what's going to happen is, to begin, I want you to state in a very concise way what it is that you want. What is it that you want? So that's the first question. What is it that you truly want to get out of this program? What is it that you truly want to get from doing this personal development? What is it that you truly want, that if you could have anything in the world, you could have it right now? So let's just take one example. So a lady may say, well, I want to be slim, fit and healthy. Okay, so we could put that up on the board. Slim, fit and healthy. Okay, so now that we've got that, we need to ask the question, why? Now down the sheet, I'm numbering it from 1 through to 7. Now, it's important that when you state what it is that you want, you state it in the positive, okay? So, in other words, don't fall into the trap of actually saying, I want to stop being obese and unfit and unmotivated. So that is the opposite. So you cannot write that. You've got to learn to turn your language around. So that's the first thing. Now the next question, starting from the moment you have stated your what, is why do you want to be slim, fit and healthy? Well, you need to be obviously writing what it is that you want down. So once you've written what you want down and you answer that question, why do you want it? You may come up with, for example, because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Now that, because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, actually should have come over this side of the board. So we actually would put that over here. So we really don't have our number one yet because that was said in the negative. So the way we go about it next is we say, well, you want to be slim and healthy because you're sick of being sick and tired. What would you rather be? So you need to come back to what? Well, I'd rather be energetic. And that goes over here, and that's the first one, okay? Why do you want to be energetic? Because I want to actually have the body capacity to play with my kids. Because I want to play with my kids. And why do you want to have the capacity to play with your kids? Then you may hear yourself saying, because I don't want them to be ashamed of me. Now I've heard that before. So over here we put because of the shame. So far we've only got two. So you want to be energetic and you want to play with your kids and you don't want them to be ashamed of you. And what would you rather? So then you're asking the what. So every time you come over here to the left with a negative, you ask, what would you rather? What would you rather? I would rather them to be proud. Why do you want them to be proud? Because I want them to own me and love me. Okay. Own you and love you. That's actually number 4. And why do you want them to own you and love you? So that we can have a close family. So now we're getting there. So you can have a close family. And I'm actually just making this up as I go along. And why do you want to have a close family? Because family means a lot to me. Okay, so family means a lot to you. And why does family mean so much to you? Because I want to have a long-lasting relationship with all my family right through to when I die. Bam, that was number 7. So there was the why. But just remember where we started off, and this is exactly what happens. Slim, fit and healthy then came down to wanting to have like a family legacy. You see how powerful it is. Now, even though I was just going through that and I was making a reference to somebody that I had dealt with, but that reference was obviously done in such a way that their why was very similar, going down the right down to the 7th level. And basically, bam, number 7 is the absolute bottom line. So what you've done is every time they've stated something negative, you have put it over onto the left side and you've returned back with a what. What would you prefer? Because you need to turn their conversation around. But remember over here, those things like the shame and the sick and tired of being sick and tired, they are the actual challenges that you've got to consider to deal with in order to really get the greatest out of yourself. So finding your why is so important, it's so powerful, and I cannot express that when you do this, this has changed so many people's lives. This has been able to give a clear path so people can really go forward, because every time they, focus or they do what they say they're going to do, they're going to remember that at an unconscious level. So I hope you have enjoyed this segment, and I challenge you to actually go through this, draw the line down the middle, find your why, find that really big, that big spirit inside you that is just wanting to come out. And we look forward to hearing your testimony and hearing how you can bring that back to life. Bye for now.